Well, first off, just talk about the start, because we've had some good starts, and you, I think, scored the first 10 points. What was it like to get out of the gate like that?
Yeah, I think we talked about how we wanted to come out strong and just punch up first, so I think we did a good job with that. I think we can do better with our defense, and eventually we ended up picking that up, and that's what allowed us to get the lead at the end. But I think we did a great job just coming out and trying to bring intensity.
I mean, you look at Keomi Miller did wind up with 19 points, but she was 9 of 26 from the field. So talk about the challenge of guarding her, and how do you think we did?
Yeah, I think we did a great job on her. You know, she started off a little hot, but, you know, once our guards started to get used to how she plays and knowing that you have to keep a high hand at all times and be ready for her to shoot it whenever, I think they did a great job with that.
We have not been a hot three-point shooting team, but we were today, 11 of 22. Just talk about this atmosphere. It must be a good shooting platform to shoot from.
Yeah, I think ultimately we make the most threes when they're inside-out threes and when we're attacking, and you know, they were in the zone, so I think that opened up a lot of threes for us that were just easy catch-and-shoot threes that we make all the time, and I think that's why we were able to have success with it.
Well, you had tied a career high today with 28 points. Maddie Weber, a career high 26. What was it like to see her get going with a lot of family and friends out there for her?
Yeah, it was great. You know, great environment for her being back in her home state, and I think she did a great job out there just bringing that intensity, and she always comes out with a lot of energy, ready to shoot whenever she gets the ball and ready to just put pressure on the defense. So,
final question, after losing 2 in a row, what's it mean to kind of get back in the winning track ahead of the road game at Michigan this week?
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, we learned a lot from the 2 losses, and I think we just went to work the next 2 days in practice, and we were able to learn a lot from it, and I think today shows that we were able to grow. All
right, we'll let you go. We appreciate you climbing the steps here and getting a word with us, and go and celebrate with your teammates.
Thank you.
We'll have you hand off to head coach Shauna Green. She had some TV duties today, so she's making her way up here after the Illini victorious over Penn State 92-76. Coach, you congratulated Barry Wallace, 28 points, and she got off to a hot start. I think a big reason why we got the lead early, 11 of 13 from the floor. She continues to elevate her game, and this might be one of her best games of the year.
Yeah, she came out and she was huge. When we I thought the zone stifled us right away and just got on our heels. And Barry was the one scoring and finding gaps in it and just, you know, creating stuff, got a rebound, put back, just really played well early and then continue that dominance throughout this game. And she did on the boards. Obviously, she did with their scoring. I mean, 11 for 13 from the field, 3 for 4 from 3. Just super efficient, and that's the way I knew she was going to respond, you know, from that last game, and she was locked in. And I said, 40 minutes, I couldn't take her off the floor, but she was able to just play an unbelievable all-around game for us.
How about Maddie Weber today? A lot of family and friends across the way that came in from. She's playing in her home state. She got hot, 26 points, which is a career high, 10 of 15, 5 of 8 from three-point range. Talk about her performance today.
Yeah, I kind of figured, you know, sometimes when you come back home, it's either are you going to rise to the moment, you have all these people here, it could go one way or another, but I knew she was going to be ready, and just what an unbelievable performance by her. Again, scoring in a variety of ways, 5 for 8 from 3, but getting to the rim, you know, having to play some on McMiller and defend her since Jazz got in some foul trouble. But she just continues to be that spark for us off the bench and can just score in a variety of ways. And really proud of her for, again, responding from the last game and coming back really strong tonight.
Talk about the defense on McMiller. I mean, she had 19 points, but 9 of 26 from the field. And I thought nothing was easy today. You know, maybe a couple cuts to the basket, but even the back door, Cece drew the charge on when she went back door.
Yeah, that was a big-time play. I'm really proud of Cece. She struggled early on in that first quarter, and I challenged her, and she responded. And I thought she really picked it up in a variety of ways throughout the rest of the game and made some big-time defensive plays, made some big-time shots. So really proud of her effort. in terms of guarding, Merkel, and then obviously Jazz, I thought, did a great job on making Jazz and Maddie combined of making McMiller's life hard. Yeah, she's gonna get hers, but like you said, she had to do it on 9 for 26 in a high volume and a low percentage, and she only had 1 3. So I thought that was really, really good.
They got within 4 or 5 in the third quarter, and then what was the key getting that lead extended again at the end of the third quarter, and then the start of the fourth?
Their biggest thing was what I've been talking to him about and told him in some of those timeouts was we needed to get some stop. Like, we need to string some possessions together. And, that's what's kind of what's been happening the last couple games, and those moments where, we really need to make plays. We'd make it on one end, but then we'd not make it on the other end. And I thought that we were able to string those possessions, get some big-time stops. We made the adjustment and just start fronting and bringing in someone and playing almost 2 and sandwiching in on Merkel. And I thought that was big because we got a couple turnovers. And then, the presence and the awareness of us to be aggressive and go at her on both ends and get her in foul trouble was really the game changer.
I don't know, the confidence was really waning after 2 losses, but it's nice to end that and get back in the win column. I mean, certainly the feeling is good after this win, especially with a big game coming up this week.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to learn from this one, too. It was great. I knew we had 2 days of really good preparation. We still need to continue to get better defensively, but this team presents some unique problems when you talk about a Merkel, when you talk about a McMiller. But obviously, we can't continue to give up. 23 points in the third is still too high, even though we scored 23. And then we just got to continue to be more consistent defensively. We're going to need to be that against Michigan, who is another team that scores, 90-some points a game. We're going to have to be more disciplined in some areas, but you got to win this game, right? This was a big game that we really, really needed. And on the road in this league, you'll take any game that you possibly can get. So I'm proud of our guys. I'm proud of our bounce back. We'll continue to learn, and now we have a huge opportunity going into Michigan this week.
All right, Coach. We appreciate you climbing the stairs here to talk with us, and I know it's much easier to do after a win, but congratulations.
Thank you so much.